Recently, city officials have been overwhelmed with alarming reports about wild boar hunting emergencies as herds of dangerous feral hogs storm into residential areas, smashing fences, tearing up gardens, and leaving terrified families trapped in their own homes. Once thought of as creatures that kept to the forests and farmlands, these wild boar invasions in cities have shocked both farmers and urban residents, proving that the problem is no longer just rural crop destruction, but an immediate urban wildlife threat. These feral hogs are fearless, reckless, and strong enough to damage vehicles, livestock pens, and even entire fields overnight. The situation forced the government to take action, calling in a team of professional hunters to carry out an emergency wild boar eradication mission before more destruction and human injuries occurred. The operation began in a mountainous forest zone believed to be the herd's hiding place. This rugged terrain, covered with thick undergrowth and rocky slopes, provided the perfect cover for feral hogs, making boar tracking and detection extremely difficult. But this time, hunters had a powerful advantage. A pack of experienced, battle-hardened hunting dogs trained for wild hog control. As soon as the first bark echoed through the valley, the chase began. Hunters moved into strategic ambush positions, rifles ready as their dogs flushed out the targets. Within seconds, gunfire thundered across the forest, and the first boar hunting shots connected. Gunpowder filled the air, and painful squeals echoed through the hills as the herd realized they had been cornered. The opening shots brought down a few boars, but most of the herd scattered in different directions. Feral hogs are notorious for their intelligence, speed, and aggression, making them one of the most dangerous animals to hunt. They crashed through bushes, split into smaller groups, and attempted to circle back to attack hunters head-on. But with trained dogs relentlessly chasing them and experienced marksmen holding ambush points, every reckless charge was answered with precise fire. The hunt quickly turned into an all-out battlefield, with the forest alive with barking, running hooves, and rifle fire. In the middle of the chaos, one massive black-furred boar, larger than any the hunters had seen before, charged out of the undergrowth. Its tusks gleamed, and the ground shook beneath its weight. For a split second, it looked unstoppable. But a calm, steady shot from one of the hunters brought it crashing down. Meanwhile, other hunters reported feral hog encounters on the opposite hill. They identified a second herd and engaged with long-range rifles, successfully bringing down multiple targets before they could regroup. The boar hunting dogs played a crucial role. never giving up the chase and forcing wild hogs out of cover where hunters could take clean shots. Within seconds, gunfire thundered across the forest, and the first boar hunting shots connected. Gunpowder filled paths, set bait, and pursued the herd with relentless determination. Some of the smaller hogs tried to escape through streams and rocky paths, but the dogs followed without hesitation, cornering them until the hunters arrived. In total, dozens of wild boars were eliminated, preventing further destruction in the nearby farms and neighborhoods. Just when the team thought the hunt was over, one final monster-sized boar charged across the front of their vehicle, almost as if daring them. Without hesitation, rifles were raised, and a final gunshot ended the threat. The operation was a success, but the wild boar population explosion remains a critical problem. These animals reproduce rapidly, spread aggressively, and adapt to almost any environment. Once known for devastating farmlands and causing billions in agricultural damage, they have now become bold enough to invade suburbs and cities, putting human lives at risk. The hunt proved that while extreme wild boar hunting can temporarily reduce the numbers, the larger war against feral hogs requires long-term management, government support, and ongoing vigilance. The thrill of the hunt may excite hunters, but behind every successful mission lies a dangerous reality. Wild boars are no longer just farm pests. They are a national problem, causing massive ecological damage, spreading disease, and threatening people directly. This battle was only one chapter in the ongoing fight against these unstoppable invaders. The danger is real, and the need for professional hunting teams, boar control strategies, and advanced traps has never been greater. If this hunt got your heart racing, imagine the danger that local farmers face every day. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life feral hog documentaries, wild boar hunts, and survival stories from the front lines of this global invasion. The war against wild boars is far from over, and every hunt tells a new story of man versus beast.